I can't hear.
You muted me.
I muted you and forgot. I wanted to record. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, it's that meeting. But they're supposed to have the Campbell's chicken and Star City. No.
So you got your soup out then?
No. Why?
Sherry.
Who's that?
Okay, back to the business tree. What was your you guys saw the whole thing? What was your favorite takeaway out of the 4 ideas that she gave us? Do you remember?
I like the 222, where that was like my favorite.
And for those that don't remember or didn't get that far, it's customer service. The 2 thank you calls, just picking up, hey, thank you for attending this party. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. Is there anything I can help you with? That's it. And then 2 thank you calls, out of the box calls. So when you know that the box, if it's being delivered to the consultant or the hostess, call and let her know that the box is in, see if she's got everything, right? And am I doing that wrong? Yeah, out of the box calls, guiding the hostess and what they're enjoying most. And then 2 customers calls, just, hey, how are you liking your products? Is there anything I can answer, or anything else I can help you with? So just 6 calls a week, right? Yep. And then how about the vendor events? Have you guys ever gone to a vendor event as a guest and just kind of check out how other people are doing it?
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
I honestly say I've never done that. If I'm at a vendor event, it's because I'm participating. But it's a good idea. I mean, it gives us a chance to network with others to see what we like they're doing, or, oh, I'm not going to do that. I thought that was a great tip too. Let's see. And then how many of you guys offer yourself as a guest speaker for free? What'd you think about that tip?
I think that'll be a challenge for me right now.
As you can tell, me too.
It's hard to get over that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in a 30-day challenge right now, and 5 out of the 6 days we've had to go live on our personal Facebook pages. My stomach, I'm still shaking from the live I just did about 20 minutes ago. Crazy.
Shut up.
What I've started calling some people the fishbowl concept. I started calling some people to see if I can do that. And so far, I've got 3 places that I'm going to be dropping boxes off with our little customer care cards. Anybody else going to try to do that?
But the fishbowl.
The fishbowl concept?
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
But outside of that, and I also thought with I have it right here, the business tree, strangers as our core. What was she saying? What goes up has to come down. So strangers, we're going to start off with our neighbors, churches, organizations. However, she said that so quick. And then strangers as our core. But then once we're with the strangers, those strangers also are going to reach out to their neighbors and everything. So I thought it was really good. I want to go back and rewatch it again. But anybody else have any good takeaways? No?
I love the idea about car shows, going where the guys are and have our product for the ladies.
Anybody else?
I thought it was pretty interesting how she said about home building shows, that you would never think about putting up a stand there. But in fact, there's one going on the March 23rd, and my daughter and I we're going to go down and check that out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, if we're the only skincare there.
Right.
It's definitely going to stand out.
I think she said she was at one and there was a Mary Kay stand there, and that's what got her into thinking, about putting something there. But we're going to check that out on the 23rd.
Yeah, when you do things like that, go ahead and post in Joyful Geordies your outcome and what you experienced, and it may help some of the rest of us as well.
Sure.
For sure. Oh, we lost Lenny the Great.
She's probably switching over.
Yeah, I know. Have anybody gone to her site and kind of checked out some of her blog posts and stuff like that?
Not yet.
Oh, the cash
Great
flow,
reading.
the cash flow show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a little bit last night or the other night.
Yeah, she's got some great. It's just some. It's always sometimes it's like the same thing that we've been hearing, or you've taken a course or whatever, or read something, but just hearing it or reading it a different way, presented differently, sometimes will just give you the aha. It's like, oh, maybe this really resonate, with yourself or a teammate. So please do, if you're doing extra reading outside of the training and things that we're doing through Jordan Essentials, make sure and share it with the team. That kind of stuff is awesome for all of us to read, because if you add an aha, I guarantee somebody else is going to resonate with that as well. So I like going to the tag team blog, Deb Bixler, and then who's that other lady? Oh my gosh, just had a brain fart. You know who I'm talking about, guys, right? That helped with our training originally. Belinda Ellsworth. She's also got some great blogs. So should I rename her again?
Can I add something?
No.
Thanks. So my phone was being silly, so I just got home. But I wanted to flash back really quickly to the question about visiting as a vendor. Because so many of us are from all over the country, we're seeing great growth, and other people may be doing vendor events. So even if another Geordie is signed up, what a great opportunity to go, one, see how they set up their tables, two, make that connection if they're local to you, because perhaps they may be traveling from out of town. Because there was actually a local director was in my area this past weekend, and my friend saw her table and said, how cool is this? And I had no idea. So if I make that connection with her, what if someone wants to do a spa bar in home, but it's not in her area? If I stop by and say hello and make that connection, perhaps she could pass that on to me if she's unable to drive down to it. Just that's another way to kind of look at it as well.
And to add to that, Lenny, anyone that has posted what their vendor table has looked like at an event, I've actually put that in the unit section of our Joyful Geordies page under vendor events. So it's really kind of cool to get ideas from things that other people have done. I personally don't do my table the exact same way every time, because your spaces are different, or the layout of how they have people walking or whatever. So it's great to post pictures in our page of your different tables so that we can all see. And all those are in that. I just, anyone that posts one, I just put it in the unit section. So it's kind of nice to see everybody else's table. So anyway, Lenny, do you want to talk, or do you want me to go over the booking book? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll go over the booking blitz. So who here, okay, I only see like 3-4 faces, but has anyone not participated in a booking blitz before?
I have not.
Ken, okay. Woo! All right. Well, so I'm just going to let you know, a booking blitz is an organized time. And Sherry, I'm really sorry. Somehow you keep getting unmuted and we get a lot of background noise. So I'm muting you. Okay. So a booking blitz is kind of like an organized time for a bunch of people to get together and work on booking calls. And it's kind of a fun way. A lot of times when the company sponsors it, or like maybe our team does it, we haven't done it in quite a while, but they give away prizes and stuff like that. So you can all help use everybody else's momentum to make those phone calls. Because sometimes you look at the phone and it weighs 50 pounds and you just do not want to pick it up, or maybe you don't know what to say or whatever. So there's a couple different strategies that I like to use when I get ready for a booking blitz. So this is a great time to kind of get prepared since it's coming up in tomorrow, right? Tomorrow and the next day. So the first really important thing is to get your Frank's list in order, or your list of 100, you know. So there's also files in the unit section of Joyful Doherty's page that kind of goes over how to do that. But for anyone that doesn't know, Frank's is a list that you make of the people that you know. So I usually like to do 100 when I sit down for a booking blitz. So first you write down S is for friends and family. A is for associates, so like people that you know through work or acquaintances or whatever. You write those people down. N is your neighbors. K is your anyone related to your kids, or if you don't have kids, maybe somebody that has kids. And then S is anyone that your significant other knows. So with those 5 things, you should get a pretty good list of people. And even if you think the answer is no right off the bat, you still want to write that down anyway. And so when I sit down to do a booking blitz, I sometimes get nervous. And so I have these cards. And for those of you that were at conference, you saw the joining cards. And it's something I can share with you guys. But basically, they're hesitation cards. So things that people typically say when you are asking them to book an event with you. And so I have the cards sitting out in front of me with whatever they're going to say, and I flip them over really quick and read the answer. So it kind of takes the pressure off of what I'm going to say if I get nervous. So like, my friends are too busy, and I was like, I can relate. What are you busy with? It's time for you guys to get together for a girls' night, pamper each other, and just get reconnected. You know, short answers like that. Just kind of, a lot of people's answers right off the bat are no before they even think about it. And they don't like to continue saying no to you. So if you have kind of a backup thing to say, they're less likely to say no the second time. So if you guys ever want to look at my booking hesitation cards, I'm more than happy to share those with you. So I always have those sitting on my desk. And another thing that I really like to do is I'm pretty goal oriented. So when I muting you again, sorry. When I sit down to make calls or messages or whatever, I have 100. I have this little checkoff sheet that's 100 no's. So I am aiming to do 100 no's from people. So if you're going into the call and you're like, oh, I'm gonna check off the no, and they say yes, how awesome is that for your excitement and motivation when you do get that yes? Okay, so you can kind of think of it a couple ways. You can say, oh, I'm gonna go for 10 bookings, and I'm not gonna stop till I get 10 bookings, or you can do it the reverse way if you want to check no's off your list. So those are a few strategies that I use when I sit down to do bookings. Anybody have any questions? That was really quick, but just to kind of get yourself prepared. No. Anything that anyone else has done when they go to sit down to do some booking?
I think it's really important to also, when you're talking about a booking blitz, I think when there's different incentives that we're trying to earn, sometimes we focus on us. And I've been guilty of it. I own that. And something that I'm working on is making sure that I'm adding the value to my customers and to my potential hostesses. One thing that I'm really excited about is our change in our hostess rewards program, that at the $500 level, they're getting so much more than they were getting before. At $200, it stayed the same, and plus the booking special as well, right? So what you could even do is you could talk to your friend, stranger, whoever, about this opportunity and talk about, like, if they've kind of noted some things, think about what have they maybe shown interest in. Maybe they have some financial things that they're unable to order what they want. This is the opportunity to take care of their wish list. And I would also immediately add in, and hey, as a booking blitz, this is a fantastic time for you as well, because if your friend books and holds their party, or spa bar, I got to work on that. You're gonna have an opportunity to earn even more things for free that are completely exclusive, that is not available to order in the catalog. So you want to talk those things up about what they're going to get, kind of similar to the opportunity for us to earn the extra cleaner or get the free house cleaner, which if you saw my apartment right now, you would know that I need. But you know, sharing that with your customer base, with your VIPs, is irrelevant to them, to be perfectly honest. You know, if you want to save those moments for, hey, please help me, for those big ticket, you're going for a promotion that's huge, you're going to try to earn the trip, you're trying to do all of these different things, that's when you want to do the please help me. In those situations, that's acceptable. Whereas you really want to look at, hey, you know, hey, Stacy, this is something that I know you'd be great at. And I know we've talked about you hosting your own spa bar. I want to let you know that there's been a lot of changes, and these changes make it so much easier for you to take care of your wish list. And I'd love to show you a really simple way to do this, whether we do an in-home, we do Facebook, whatever it is. I would just love to be able to spoil you, because you've been such a great supporter to me and my business as well. So kind of spinning it that way makes them feel valued, versus the value being about, hey, I'm in a booking blitz, I need 20 bookings or else, you know. It can come across that way. So you want to watch how you're sharing it with people, so they see, wow, they value me. So I think that's something really important to add in there as well.
I 100% agree. Does anybody have any questions? Since we have a couple people that haven't done a booking blitz before, I just kind of very briefly talked about what it was.
And if you're not in the Facebook group, there's a ton of directors and above who are, and even regular consultants as well, who are posting tips and tools that I think are fantastic for different types of spa bars. So if you're not in the Booking Blitz, one, you should be in it. But two, you can, I know Shanna posted about the Booking Blitz, so you could comment there if you need to get an invite if you haven't found it yet, so we can get you in there, so you can just get some tips and tools. You know, and whatever your goal is, if let's say if you set a goal for 10 spa bars and you get one, that's one more than you had. It's one more connection. So you know what I mean? So even if someone says not right now, that's okay. You know, I appreciate that you took the time to talk to me about it, and they then know again that they're valued, and maybe they can't host a spa bar, but they will place an order, things like that. So definitely just give it a chance. You never know what you'll get out of it.
And another thing to add, I mean, about one booking can be an infinite source of income for you. One of the things I like to try to focus on at vendor events is booking, because the sale sometimes just ends there. You know, you try to continue the relationship with people, but a booking allows you the opportunity to infinitely change your income. One party can definitely do that. You know, you get 4 bookings out of that party, and those people get you bookings, and it's like a big old wave where it can completely change your business. So, I mean, one booking is exciting. Obviously, we want to aim for more, but yeah,
And two, being in a booking blitz, I know for me, it energizes me. I mean, we're all there, you know, all the consultants, everything, feeding off each other. You know, hey, I got two. Well, I got to get two, you know, and it just keeps you going and everything. And it's actually a lot of fun.
I 100% agree with that.
I mean, that's how I met Kim. I had one spa bar that hostess got 1 booking, and then that hostess got 9 bookings, which then another hostess got 2 bookings, which is how I met Kim. And I freaking adore Kim, but I would have never met her if it wouldn't have been for that 1 booking.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's part of our team and doing fantastic. So, like, you know what I mean? You never know. And it kind of connects back with what Shanna was talking about Deb Bixler. Bookings gets you the strangers. Strangers keep it flowing for you. Your friends and family are going to support you 99.9% of the time. We have those crazy aunts and people that are like, no, thank you. And that's fine. But
99%.
But either way, you know, finding those people to share Jordan Essentials with, especially because we're really kind of new. Unless you live right in Missouri, near Nixa, people don't know about Jordan Essentials. So saying, let me tell you about this awesome company I'm with. And they're just like, ooh, tell me more. You know, like strangers are eating this stuff up. So take that booking and run with it.
Awesome. Well, that's kind of the main points I wanted to go over when I sit down to do a booking blitz. Those are the things that I like to have prepared ahead of time. And then I guarantee in the group page, they're going to be posting tips and suggestions throughout the entire thing. So definitely get in that group. I know it's posted on the JJ page, but I can repost it again as well if you guys missed that. So. It's all you.
Okay, so we're out of order. Sorry about it. Huh? Time
made
is
a beautiful graphic for it.
Huh?
You made a beautiful graphic, and no. Sorry.
Oh, good job. Okay, so I wanted to talk about 2 things tonight. So they're supposed to be separated. Sorry about it. I'm going to talk to you about both. I'm actually going to do the last one first, and then I'll go back to chicken and stars, which, does anyone have their chicken and stars soup on them?
I do, but I can't seem to get my video to stay on.
All right, so Cindy and Megan have theirs. And who said that? Oh, Melita has hers. And then who said that? Is that Kim?
Sherry does have hers. She sent it to me in a video or a PM.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Mine's upstairs,
Here it is.
but my children are there.
Oh, don't get that. Don't get that. Your kids are crazy. Don't do it. So, okay, good. People have the chicken and stars. So I'll go back to that in a second. So we had a training, the directors and above, with Marion, who is our sales director. I like to pretend I know their titles. Marion, she's awesome. Anyway, so I wanted to share with you guys this idea that she presented it. And I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, this is weird. I don't know if I like it because, you know, I'm honest. But I found a way to make it fun. So sometimes, and this really connects with our booking blitz, with the chicken and stars, with so many different things. So many times we just look at the comp plan. We look at the Jumpstart, things like that are company incentives that we can earn when we share the business, or when someone joins, they can have these opportunities to grow. And income is fantastic. Getting freebies is fun. But what about the things that personally have changed our life? How are we making sure that we're sharing those things? And also in an authentic way, because if you make it fun and you make it real, someone's going to hear that and say, wow, I really relate to that. Or this doesn't feel just so much business. Do you know what I mean? So when you're doing your in-home spa bars, you can literally take these things with you. I'm actually working on, I do all of my spa bars online. So I'm making a video to share this during my next spa bars. But what you want to do is you want to get a box, a bag of tricks, whatever. And you want to come up with a few things about what represents what Jordan Essentials has done for you. Which I think is really fun. And I'm missing one, so let me grab it. You might see my boobies. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. All right. Glad that's recorded. Anyway, so So for me, one of the biggest things, so I'm going to kind of do this to you guys as a mock, as if I was doing this in home spa bar / on my videos / just be my normal self. So when I think about Jordan Essentials, I try to think about things that how it's changed my life. And there's so many incredible ways that it's done it, but I want to share with you guys some of my goals and some things that Jordan Essentials has brought to my life that makes me really excited. So for those of you that don't know me, which is quite a few of you, one of my biggest goals last year was to be able to get married. We had the date set, but money was just not happening. So I really focused on working on my business because I wanted to be able to pay cash for our wedding. That was a really big deal for us. So this little bride-to-be button is something from my bachelorette party that I'm holding on to remind me that Jordan Essentials paid for our wedding, pretty much. And without that opportunity, I know I wouldn't have been able to have the wedding of my dreams, and it's something that makes me really excited. So I always want to hold this reminder that that happened for me. Another thing that we are working on now that the wedding is over is that we want to have a home. So this is my little home, little doodad that I have. It says welcome if you can't see it. I live in a tiny apartment, great neighborhood. We have no space. So our goal is to be able to save up some more money so that we're able to purchase a home or at least move into a bigger space. So I keep this near me to remind me that one, I'm paying my rent, but two, that I have that goal. And sometimes with Jordan Essentials, it's not just about the big ticket items. A wedding is a lot of money and a house is a lot of money. And I completely understand that. So what's another thing that it does for me? Well, this dice, which seems silly. I have a gambling problem. I love going to the casino. Jordan Essentials allows me to spend too much money at the casino and not freak out about it, which seems stupid, but it's funny. And you may not be into gambling, but maybe you want to get your hair done all the time. Maybe you want to get new nails. Maybe you want to get something that you think is splurgy. Maybe you have an addiction to Starbucks and every day you're going and you realize how much money you're spending. Jordan Essentials can afford you the opportunity to splurge on things for yourself. So I think that's really fun. So this is kind of my reminder to also have fun, because it's not just about business and working all the time and being bored. This business brings fun to me. It brings me family and friends, from my team to my customers. And so a little bit of fun never hurt anybody. Gonna roll that dice and hope that I hit big, because we're going to the casino after this. But not only, okay, and I can sit here and pretend money is not important to me, but I love money. Money is something that motivates me. So I got this Big Bucks chocolate bar to remind me that I like money. I want to be able to create a savings account, and I want to be able to have that emergency and say, oh, let me just go into my commissions and get some money out to be able to pay for the car that broke down or do whatever. So I have to keep this for myself as my reminder, and money may not be important to you, but fun might be, or something like that. And my last goal that I want to share with you guys is this, which may seem foreign to a lot of people, but this is a laundry bag. You might be saying, why is a laundry bag a part of your collection? I don't have a washer and dryer where I live right now. So this is to encourage me to keep going so I don't have to take this laundry bag to the laundromat anymore. And by me, I mean my husband, because I don't do the laundry, he does. But if I did, this would annoy me. So those little things are stuff that, one, I set my goals for. Two, it reminds me of why I'm doing this business. And three, it reminds me of the things that I've been able to accomplish because of Jordan Essentials. And that really makes me excited. So end scene. So that's how you, in some way, shape, or form, want to use these little tools. And I went to the dollar store to get this stuff, guys. I didn't go order and spend tons of money on this stuff. But I walked around the dollar store and said, what reminds me of my business? What makes me proud? What are my goals? And that really helped me to break it down in an easy way. So what was that, $5 to be able to utilize and share. So that's something you could do. You could just leave it out during your display, during your spa bar. Some nosy person's going to say, why do you have a dice? Oh, thank you for asking. I like going to the casino. Whatever it is to make a conversation that's fun, you can do that. Don't judge me, Amy. That might have been why I have bad time management skills tonight and wasn't here. Not the point. The point is, I was hitting big guys. It was great. But the point is, make it fun. Find things that are real to you, because people are going to hear that. So I wanted to share that little tip and tool for you guys. And once I figure out my video, I will share it on the team page, since I do most of my stuff online, but I thought that would be a fun thing to do. So last but not least on my list of things I wanted to talk about that's not in order, is the chicken and stars, which is really, really bizarre to ask you guys to bring a can of chicken and star soup. I can't even eat it because there's too many carbs in it. But anywho, so what you want to do for those of you that have your chicken and stars, and if you don't have one, that's okay. Go next time you go grocery shopping and grab one, and you're going to understand why. So use this can and leave it on your desk or wherever you do a majority of your business for Jordan Essentials when you're working on stuff, especially tomorrow when we're having our booking blitz. Keep that can of chicken and soup stars by you when you're making these phone calls and reach out. Why? Because you want to ask yourself, am I a chicken or am I a star? Am I going to not do this booking blitz? Am I not going to reach out to someone to ask to host a spa bar? Am I not going to reach out to that company to see if I could be a vendor or to do business gifting, fundraisers, whatever? You are 100% in charge of your business. You are 100% in charge of your life. So your option really is, do I want to just chicken out and not do it? Kind of like Shanna was saying. She hates going live, but she is setting this goal for herself to go live to be able to make herself, one, feel more comfortable, and two, to share her business. Because if she stays silent, no one's going to hear about it. And they're going to say, what is this thing you're talking about randomly? Instead, they're going to say, oh yeah, I saw your video the other day. Could you tell me more about magnesium? Or tell me more about whatever. So use that as your motivation when you feel yourself doubting yourself. Be the star, whatever it is. And you define what a star is. And I think what's really important, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I've done direct sales for years. I have been with different companies. I have got to that. I find Jordan Essentials, and especially our team, to be so supportive, so motivational, and we're not these money-hungry people that are messaging you on the last day of the month saying, where are your sales? What are you doing? Get it together. If you put in $20 last month and that excites you, I'm excited for you. We want to see you grow. So whatever being a star is to you, you're going to define. And whatever your big goal is, write it on the can of soup. So when you're making those goals and you're making those calls, you're going to see on there, star 4, or, I want to be a power seller because I've never done it before. Whatever those things are, write it on your can, leave it on your desk. So when you're doing these things, you have a visual reminder. So when you pick up the phone, and this is not a phone, but let's pretend it is because I need to clean my apartment. God, I'm disgusting. Hey, Sandy, I was just calling to say hi. Okay, bye. That's the chicken. Or I'm going to use my solo cup because, again, I need to clean. Oh, hey, Sandy, how's it going? Hey, we were talking the other day, blah, 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 because you're staring at your chicken and soup, star soup, right? It seems crazy, and I get it, but it really can help you. I'm a visual person. Obviously, you see my graphics, but I think visual things are a nice silent reminder of where you're going and what your goals are without someone harping down your back about it, because really, it's up to you. You're the leader of your business. You're the person who's in charge. You may have an upline that might be making a little small percentage of your sales. You're bringing in the bucks. Myself, Cindy, Shanna, anyone who has a team underneath them, we are not making our money without really working our business as well. And that's something that's also important. This isn't just we sit at the top, quote unquote, and rake in the money. If I'm not working my business, I'm not making money. And we already know that money is important to me, right? So I am always working my business. I'm pushing myself out to not be chicken. And people always think that I am like really outgoing and crazy and everything comes really easy to me. There's a reason why I have not done this in-home spa bar. It freaks me out. And that is something that I'm challenging myself to do, is to find someone, anyone, to do it so I can get past being a chicken about it. So whatever your chicken thing is, whether it's marketing, whether it's bookings, whatever, hey girls, make sure that you are, trying it out and pushing yourself beyond so that you're able to succeed in your business. That's all I had. Okay. So did anyone have any specific questions, concerns, needing some advice? I know there was a request for a training on the newsletters. I think that was one of your teammates, Shanna, I think. I don't do the newsletters, but I'm trying to find a director to come do a pop-by training and video on how they do their customer newsletters, because I think that's a cool tool. I just don't do it yet. I'm not sure. It might have been Kathy. I don't know. But does anyone have anything that they have or need or want so that we're able to kind of get those things for you guys? Good talk. Good talk.
Everyone's so quiet.
No, I've already asked you all the questions I needed answered.
Are you sure, Kim? Because you like to message me at like 11 o'clock at night asking questions, and I'm always up because I don't sleep.
Yeah, I got nothing right now.
And oh, well, that's the thing. That's a great thing, though. If you guys do have questions, I think it's super easy to message like myself or Amy or Shanna or Cindy or whoever is your leader. Sometimes, though, it's also helpful to post on our team page because you never know if someone else has the same question. And I'm not saying that as a dig to you, Kim. I'm just saying sometimes the little things that you're like, wait, where would I find this? I can bet there's probably 10 other people out there going, ooh, I wanted to know too, but I didn't ask. And a lot of us do run to the consultant community, but I would love to see more questions and interaction from everyone on our team, on our Facebook group. Shanna, Amy, and I had a come to Jesus a few weeks ago that we want to make more of an effort to be present on our team page. After Christmas, it was kind of a hard struggle for all of us to keep some motivation. And we really are making it a point to be posting more, to be giving you guys some tips and tools, which is why we're going back to doing the graphics for the top 10 and the different things that we're recognizing so that we're able to really utilize this team meeting time to really give you guys value and content versus really just overviewing things that you can probably do on your own. And don't mean that in a snide way, but we want to make sure that your time is valuable, your time is respected, and we're able to help you guys out as much as possible. Right, Shanna? You're muted. That's why I said that. Cindy, you're muted. What are you doing? Hi, Megan.
I 100% agree with the communicating
the dog.
page. Oops, sorry. And that is like twofold. One, people might have questions, and two, someone might have an answer different from your upline that's a really great answer. Or maybe a different upline is available when someone else isn't. Like, see, in the Pacific time zone, like I'm usually on later sometimes when I'm laying in bed, can't sleep, which is later than Lenny. Or maybe somebody on my team is like, okay, Amy isn't even awake yet. And so all of you can teaching by talking to somebody else is also a great way to learn. So does that make sense? One of my kids bit the other kid, and so she was coming in to tell me that. Anyway, I just wanted to.
Honey, I am having one challenge. I'm new to the business myself. I signed somebody up, and I feel like a fish out of water trying to direct her, into doing things, and when I don't know what to do myself.
So the first thing, Kim, you want to do is own that. So when we joined last year, Amy joined, I joined, Shanna joined, a whole bunch of us joined on the same day. None of us had any clue. And that was okay because we owned that and said, hey, I'm new too, so let's partner together to find out these answers and learn together. So that's what you want to do with Mary Ann. You want to let her know that I promise you, Mary Ann, I'm learning right with you.
Well, it was fun because when I got my kit, she was one of the girls that had come over. We opened the kit up, we went through it, we tried the stuff, and that night she signed up. So then when her kit came, it was a big deal. We went through her box and everything like that. And it was fun. It's just that I'm not able to answer a lot of her questions, so I usually hit you up with them.
And that's fine. And the other thing too is that we can also create a group chat, because the biggest thing that I know all of us as directors and above is that we don't want to step on your toes. So if you have a new teammate and they're struggling and you're struggling to figure out how to be able to best support them, if you're open to creating a group chat, then what I'm answering, you're hearing as well as your new teammate.
I see.
Talking directly to them, because I want to make sure that it makes sense, because then you're going to be able to duplicate that for your new team member. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So so all typically, as long as we're awake and available, we can set up a time to be able to have those conversations, to be able to help people. If I'm on vacation, Amy, Shanna, Cindy, Jen, whoever can jump in as well. But we want to be able to not make you guys as new leaders feel overwhelmed, because we're all learning. There are things that I have no clue still, and I'm like, ooh, got to look that up. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, just let her know. I don't know, but let's find out together. I'm going to create some time. The new consultant trainings on Saturdays that I actually tuned in this past weekend, I thought were really helpful. And also making sure everyone's doing that jumpstart training, which I think for some people seems silly, but there are some things that I learned myself in jumpstart training that I was like, crap, I'm not doing that. Let me work on these tactics, or what did I miss on that question? It made me like excited to know that I'm still learning too.
Yeah, they did a really great job with those videos, and
Oh my gosh.
and it will answer the majority of the questions that you have. They're nice and short. So I think they did a really good job.
And even the one on Saturday mornings, they're doing them in a rotation, but I know they're doing one on how to navigate the back office. And I think that's one of the biggest things that when I joined, I was like, what am I doing? There's so many things that are different.
Yeah, I had that problem. I couldn't close the show.
And it's so stupid, and I get it. It's a pop-up, you got to scroll up, and it seems logical, but it doesn't make sense the first time you're closing your first spot bar. So little things like that literally are covered on that training, but also posting it on the team page, Kim, is not a dumb question. Because I think the first party called Amy and was like, I hate you, I'm not doing this, I don't get it, I quit. So.
Okay.
And we're still only a year old. So there is so much to learn. There's products I haven't even been able to try yet.
Did you get like us?
Oh my God.
Well, Cindy messages me all the time. That's what I'm talking about, you, Cindy. And Cindy will say, I know you're busy, Lenny. I know I know you're a pro at this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I am flying by the seat of my pants. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just crazy. You're fantastic. So there's things that I will stalk your Facebook pages. I will ask you guys questions. Cindy is the queen of vendor events. I love what she does. So I am always like, what do you do for this? What do you do for your home party? And she's like, why are you asking me? Is this a setup? No, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, guys, I refuse to say that I'm a pro at this. I am learning and I'm just having fun. And as long as you keep that attitude, it will help your customer base know that this is about being fun, and also that you're not supposed to be the expert. You don't need to know every price point, every product. A lot of times I'm like, what are you asking about? I don't know, let me look it up. Those things are fine, because people need to know that we're real human beings and not robots that know every single thing about Jordan Essentials. Right, Cindy and Megan? Right, great.
She's over here laughing.
Yeah, because she knows her mama. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So does anyone else have any questions? All right, cool. I don't know where Amy went, but I don't want to keep everyone forever. There you are. You disappeared for a second, Amy.
Well, my kid was trying to make faces in the camera, so I had to set her straight.
Well, I just want to say thank you, Amy, for not choking and no longer being able to hold the team meeting like last time, so I appreciate it.
I've been having a little bit of health things going on, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me. And we all have those, and then this is why this team is so awesome, is because all of us can help each other during those crazy weird times, and and support each other. And so I thank you guys for that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, I really love this team. I just cannot believe how amazing and fast we've grown. Like, it just is a testament to the opportunity that we have found in Jordan Essentials and our fantastic product and our great opportunity. So I just want to tell you guys, our Joyful Jordies grew by 42 people last month.
That's awesome.
Which is almost as much as in August when we had the $50 Nancy's birthday join opportunity. So I'm just so incredibly proud of everybody for really getting out there and having the confidence to share the opportunity. You know, keep reminding yourself that it's a gift that you're giving when you talk about it with people. So yeah.
Can I add one thing to that before we go?
Yeah.
So I did notice, and I'm sure a lot of you guys did as well, on the list for this month's specials, there was not a join special. And we're not going to see join specials every single month anymore. It's going to be strategic in their planning. And here's how I looked at it. First, I was like, what do you mean there's a change? Because I don't do change well. But if you guys can sponsor, because I don't like the word recruit, if you guys can sponsor that many people, and the kit was only discounted by $20 last month, you can talk about it. We can't get focused on, if you join, you can get a core 4 and the business kit and blah, 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 blah. We need to be focusing on sharing the business in an authentic way, because you don't want to recruit your best customers, your best hostesses. You want to recruit people that find passion in our products and want to share them. It's as much as, yes, it's fun to get someone that does, joins for a personal discount, which I'm not judging that, but how does that help your business to grow? Because it is a business, no matter how we want to look at it, is the truth. So making sure that you're being more focused on that is really helpful. And I think that's one of the reasons. But part 2 is, if you've noticed, they've been offering more incentives for us based on sales, based on closing spa bars, based on recruiting, whatever these things are. So by not offering those extra incentives when someone joins, we're able to replenish and refuel our business with new tips and tools, kind of like last month with the shirt, this month with the tote bag. There's so many new opportunities that they're hearing us saying, hey, I want to earn something. Because those of us that were here in July and August, it was the closed 8 parties in July and August, and that was crazy. It was insane. I wanted to die a little bit, and I did it, but I was like, it's not something that I feel like I can tell my team, please try to replicate this, because it was really hard. Whereas close 2 spa bars and you can get this awesome tote for $5, so do 2 more, you get it for free. Those are things that people can look at and say, I can reach that. And that's what we want, is to have things for our team and for you guys as well as for us that keeps us going. Little chachi things seem silly, but I personally will go for any sort of goal that's free.
It's a really awesome tote.
So it's kind of a 2-part thing, but I wanted to make sure we highlighted that, because I don't want people to think that they're just taking something away and not returning it back to us in some way, shape, or form. That's all I got.
Like the host program, I think that was a fantastic move. So
I agree.
Okay. Beth, I'm so glad that you always pop in and join us. It's always great, even though I don't get to see your face this time, but maybe next month. So if nobody has any other questions, we'll go ahead and end this. We able to keep it to an hour, so that's great. And hopefully I can get this downloaded and posted for everybody that wasn't able to attend.
Thank you.
I do
Thank
have
you.
everybody who attended written down, and I'll go do a wheel decide for the gift card for
Yay!
participating in the meeting. I did want to ask though, is Wednesday nights a good move for you? I mean, a good day for you guys, since we moved it from Monday just before the Monday Night Live?
Yeah, Wednesday's perfect for me.
The concern is that we didn't want to take too many evenings away from you guys by having meetings. So, either stack Monday Night Live and team meeting, or do it on a different day.
We like doing it together. It doesn't matter.
And honestly, if you guys can just, if you have anyone on your team or you're friends with someone, honestly, the more people we have on our team meetings, and we're going to be able to actually get that feedback if we need to switch things around. We thought Mondays were going to work, but it seemed kind of difficult for people to set aside 2 hours, even though at the same point it was saving evenings. But we want to see you guys. We want to talk business. We want to offer that training to help with everyone. So the only thing is that we're going to have to look at our team meeting for next month, because it probably is going to land when Cindy, Shanna, Amy, and I are going to be in Mexico with Jordan Essentials. So it will probably be a little bit early next month, closer to the 1st versus the 6th or 7th. So as soon as we kind of talk as a group, we will let you guys know as soon as possible so you guys can save that date. It may not be a Wednesday. Hopefully it will be or whatever, but we'll let you guys know.
The goal will be to have it on the same day, like every month, basically, like the first whatever of the month, or, you know, as close to the beginning of the month as possible. So, okie dokie. We're
All right,
lucky. Not lucky. Hard work earns a trip. Not lucky, right?
That's a goal.
Who did I have that conversation with? Was it one of you? Maybe not.
Yeah.
It
When
was,
other
you know,
companies say they win a trip, I want to like punch
yeah,
them
I
in
want
the
a
throat.
free trip. And it's like, oh, no. Reframe that. It's not, you're not winning a free trip. You are working hard to earn an incentive trip.
Busted butt.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to